Kentucky basketball Twitter is kind of blowing up right now, and for a reason that not many would have anticipated, and that is JMI. A lot might not know what it is. I really didn't until today. I think the same can be said for Carson. But we're going to talk about what's going on. Does this genuinely affect our recruiting? We'll talk about that in a little bit of the W in last night's ball game over in C Central. That's the conversation on today's episode of the Wildcats Today Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Stefaniak, publisher at Kentucky Wildcats on SI, joined as always by Carson Nash. Carson, what's Wednesday look like? Is today Wednesday?
Yeah.
That's the kind of week it's been. What does your Wednesday look like?
It's been a good Wednesday so far, a chill Wednesday. So I hope everybody else is having a good Wednesday, other than the fact that this contract may be an issue. So that has thrown a wrench in Wednesday's plans.
So break it down, Carson. I think you have a deeper understanding of what's going on here. Explain the concern that we have with this, and then talk about maybe why it's going to hurt the recruiting down the road.
Yeah. Well, my first concern is that it's a 15-year deal. It doesn't end until 2040. And, the way the world works nowadays, I feel like any deal past 5 years, the jobs change a lot. Things change, life changes. Anything 10 plus, 5 plus is crazy to me. But it's a $465 million deal with UK and JMI. And basically, JMI is a collective or company that oversees UK's marketing and NIL deals. So with that, it means that JMI will oversee which players work with which companies, and they have over 200 partners. But that kind of puts a halt on the kind of money that the players could be making nowadays. Like I know at other places they're allowed to make deals or based with the JMI of their team. But they're allowed to also make NIL money outside of those deals that they set up for them. And UK players, it's kind of with JMI, it's kind of like an upfront deal. You kind of get paid first, and then you don't get anything later on. It's like Michael Jordan. He was the first guy with the sneakers to get percentage of sales on his shoes because that's a smart thing to do. And now you see players everyone's doing that now. But with UK, it's not going to be like that. It's kind of like the money up front without the extra deals that you can get. And what we're kind of hoping is the SCORE Act or whatever it's called is passed to where that you can't make money outside of JMI if that's passed, which will help UK. But if that doesn't pass, we're going to be in a rut because we won't really be able to compete money-wise with a lot of these schools.
So I want you to explain it to me like I'm 5. So I am Ortega away.
Mm-hmm.
I decide to start playing better basketball, which he did last night. Okay. And Kentucky decides that they're going to be good as a team.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cats are a 3 seed. This is all hypotheticals to get to the point. We do not think that'll happen. It's hypotheticals to get to my question. But so Cats are, a team that maybe they have a chance to make a run, yada, yada, right? And then TurboTax comes ringing. And they want to do an advertisement with Boozer and DeBansta and Ortega away. Like, let's just pretend like relevant, and that happens. You're telling us and obviously Carson and I don't have a full understanding of this, but to your understanding of knowledge of this, like he couldn't make money off that. How does that work?
Well, if TurboTax was one of the partners that JMI has, then he'll be able to do the ad. But if it's someone they decide that they don't want to partner with and don't want the players doing the ads for, then JMI has the outright say in that, and he wouldn't be able to do it.
So then I guess explain to me further on our recruits for this year. So I saw that we're kind of fading for Christian Collins.
Mm-hmm.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
How much of an effect or how much do you think the reasoning of that is this stuff with JMI?
For me, I would throw it at like 20 to 25% because I think there's a lot of things that go into recruiting. And one of the big things that Pilgrim and Polacek put out about this JMI deal was kind of the lack of clarity that UK is having with the numbers they're throwing out. And honestly, we kind of thought it at the beginning of this season, but it's shown that we've overpaid for this roster. And I think it starts with not knowing what the numbers should be for these recruits. And that's the thing that a lot of teams have to learn because they're going to have to talent evaluate to find out how much this guy's worth, how much he's going to bring into our program. It's all business now, right? So that's a big component of it. But I also think another big component of it is negative recruiting. They touched on that a little bit. I think, like, you see guys, we're playing guys 25 minutes a game max. Like, no star player is going to want to come in here and only play 25, 26 minutes. They want 32 minutes. So you're going to go and say, hey, look at what so-and-so's doing. Look at what Lindenborg is doing at Michigan. He's playing a ton, whatever, being a stud, getting all the shots. That's what recruits want to hear. And so I think the lack of that is also an impact. But yeah, the JMI thing is a restriction, because if Collins goes to USC, they might up front be like, oh, here's $1.5 million. But UK up front might be like, oh, here's 2.5. So technically we're outspending USC. But if Collins gets on campus at USC and does a bunch of brand deals with other people, then he might be making $6 million instead of the 2.5 that we are offering him.
I definitely think that money that you make is a big part of this. The money that you're making off advertisements and all that. So if JMI is limiting Kentucky's players, and I'm hoping that there's more clarity to all this.
See, this is all a touch and go too. And like this information is all new to us. Like I could honestly be wrong on some of this stuff. It's just like what it's saying in the partnership sounds a lot like what I've been saying. So, I mean, if they come out and tell us everything and like where the money's going to, that's what I kind of want, right? I mean, it's a business now. If you're buying into the business, if you're a stockholder in a company, you want to know what your money's going towards, right? Like, so I think they need to come out and kind of tell us what they're spending the money on, what this whole thing is about.
Yeah. But it would frustrate me if this was holding us back recruiting-wise, knowing that literally when we signed this deal, there was the whole, JMI was like, if Mark Pope wants to recruit, he's going to get him. Trust us. So I would be a little frustrated if that was holding us back. I think it's fair, Carson, like you said.
It's fair to have a little worry, because we were like Tyrann Stokes. There was a point there where he could have committed at any point in time. And now Vandy's offering him, like, what the hell? Like, what is going on? And then Collins was supposed to commit and sign in the early period. Haven't had that happen. So there's a little bit of worry here within this situation.
And I think some of it comes down to also, like you said, I don't think we should throw it all at JMI.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think it's a great point, the whole we got stars or 25 minutes a game, and who wants to come here and play 25, 26 minutes when you could go play 35 somewhere else and, really help your
and
stats
take 20 shots. It's like Tyrann Stokes does not want to come to Kentucky and play the Kobe Bryant role. Like, he wants to be the dog.
Yeah. So, I mean, what I'm saying is we're probably going to end up titling this something along the lines of how is JMI affecting Kentucky basketball recruiting. It's definitely worth the conversation that we're having right now. It's definitely worth some concern, but it's not all the concern. I'm saying we shouldn't all just.
I will say in the thing that Pilgrim and Polachek put out, which y'all should go read it. It's on KSR. It has a lot of good information. But they said, one of the anonymous sources said Kentucky's like the only school that they've dealt with like this kind of contract stipulation.
Yeah. So then, but I thought JMI has a ton of schools.
Yeah, they do, but I'm not sure that they signed 15-year, $465 million deals with having the payments be up front and like all that good stuff.
And can we get out of this contract, or are we just screwed?
That's my thing. Well, you know how big Stoops' buyout was? I mean, this is 15 years, 465. I mean, this is, I don't know, man.
Yeah. I mean, it's frustrating. I mean, that's all I really have on it, Carson. Because I just don't know much about it. I think we're going to learn more about it. I think Kentucky's going to have to make some kind of statement on this.
No, that's my thing. And I kudos to Matt Jones for trying to get Mitch on next week, because I do think that it needs to be explained in detail before BBN loses their collective minds, because we haven't been able to get any recruits, and we haven't been recruiting high school football well. Like, we just haven't been recruiting well in general. I mean, we got Kenny Darby, which was pretty awesome, but we just want to see where the money's going and how it's going to pan out and get us some good players.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. So leave us your thoughts on that in the comments. I mean, this is weird. This is new to all of us. We don't understand it. We're figuring it out as one big Blue Nation family here. So leave us your thoughts on this. Are we
I will say
downplaying the effect, overplaying the effect?
One funny thing is the JMI burners going
Yeah.
around Twitter. I mean, you can tell that they're burners because you can look at the dates that the accounts were created, and all of them replied to only JMI stuff. All of them are made very new. Like it's pretty funny.
We'll go check that out. But yeah, so let us know. Are we overplaying this? Are we underplaying this? What are our thoughts on this? But I want to talk a little bit about the game last night, Carson. I mean, obviously, Carson and I have said hey, there is nothing that we can take away from these ball games. We know that. I mean, we're not going to sit here and be fooled by a ball game.
I took something away.
What is it?
Pope must have been listening to Wildcats Today because when he benched Garrison, I was pretty happy.
Well, I think he was listening to Wildcats Today, BBN as a whole, and everybody's saying, do something, yell at somebody, damn it. And he yelled at Brandon Garrison, and Brandon Garrison only played 7 minutes. And
go sit down.
Ever again.
Go sit down.
And never stand back up, ever. Never on this floor does he need to be standing. He is so bad at basketball. It is the most frustrating thing in the world. And I'm telling you, it sounds – I know
that – I don't even know that he's that bad. I mean, I think most of his stuff – well, he's not good. But I think he could be a lot better if he would just give effort. I mean, he got the ball ripped from him by a 6'1" guard. The guy went all the way down the court, and Brandon was right there. He could have chased him down and blocked him, but yet he's doing his high knees down the court, and he could he's just jogging.
Oh, I don't give a shit what his issue is. I don't want to see him on the floor. I don't care if it's effort, if it's skill. Don't care. Don't want to see him anymore. No more Brandon Garrison. I've had enough of it. I would rather see Reese Potter out there by a wide margin. But there were some lineups yesterday, Carson, that I did like. And once again, not saying – but, I mean, I saw some Yelovich at the 5.
Yelly, hey, man, if those shots start to fall, I'm a firm believer in Yelovich because I think he's been one of our better defenders all year long, and he gives effort. He just sometimes he gets a little confused. It's a newer game for him. He's a European. He just hasn't been making his shots. But if those start to fall, I got faith in Yelovich.
Yeah. But we out rebounded them by 10. Nothing crazy. I
thought
27
assists. Noah needs to play more.
Yeah, he shot the ball well. Trent
Noah.
No,
my favorite part of the whole entire game wasn't even a shot. It was him. We got a loose ball, and he's busting his ass down the court. And if he wasn't running full speed, we don't get a dunk. But it's bang, bang play, catches the ball, puts it up, dunks it. But the only reason that happened is because he was running his ass down the court.
And that's our whole point. What you and I have said these last few weeks is we have skilled players. They just aren't playing hard. If they play hard, we could be good. Yeah. I mean, people are like, well, no, the shots maybe haven't fallen as much as we'd like and all that. But I mean, look how many baskets other teams have scored when we're just flat out not trying. Cut that stuff out.
I know.
You cut that out. We beat North Carolina. You cut that out. I don't think we beat Gonzaga or Michigan.
You cut that out. I'm not as sad in Nashville.
Yeah, exactly. But we still got our 50 tendies. Don't worry.
Yeah. I will say one player that we've dogged on a lot over this podcast this past season is finally starting to emerge again, and that's 00. I don't even care about his efficiency. He was fantastic efficiency. He had 0 turnovers, everything you could ask for with effort. My favorite part about that whole thing, 4 steals. 4 steals on the defensive end. That creates buckets, and that he's jumping passing lanes. He's reading the offense, and he's locked into the game. That's what that shows me. So kudos to Mr. Otega-Oweh.
And 7 boards. Let's see. Where's he been?
It felt like he had 6 in the first half.
I mean, we talk about the effort here. I mean, look at these rebounds. 3, 5, 5, 2, 4, 5, 2, 4, 5, 7. The game where it seems like he gives the most effort, what happens? He has his most steals of the season. He has his most rebounds of the season. These things are correlating. And everyone, I saw people in the comments saying oh, y'all better not switch up if we start to play better. All we want is his team to put in effort.
We are going to switch up if they play better. Hot take, that's going to happen because that's what we want. That's what we're trying to speak into existence.
And Otega-Oweh played hard and what happened? Most rebounds, most points, most steals of the season. Why?
Best player on the court was the best player on the court.
And we've said if Otega Owe can be that guy, we can be good. And now he's got to go do it against Indiana, and they've got a kid coming in that we all know pretty well that's playing good ball right now, and Wilkerson. So we got to win a ball game. But I mean, Carson and I have said it. We could be one win away. We just get that one big win. We've said that it's effort and just, shots not falling, stuff like that. If we win those 50-50 balls and get the rebounds and put in effort and get the steals and then strike our threes, we're going to win some big games. And this is another opportunity to do that. And it sounds like JQ, I know Pope did he's a ways away. I think JQ's back really soon.
St. John's. He's coming back for St. John's. It just has always felt like the timetable. It's the right month for it to be based on the surgery. I think it's 9 months or something like that. I think it's got to be St. John's. I don't see it being Indiana. Do we have a midweek game, or is it from Indiana to St. John's after that?
I forget. Let's see. We play Indiana, then St. John's. Yeah. So
okay. So he'll be back for St. John's. He's getting the whole next week to rest up. Yeah.
It would make me mad if he was in full contact 5-on-5 and then sat out for another 3 weeks. It's like, what? Mm-hmm. If he's good enough to literally play basketball, why can't he play basketball?
Well, if that's the case, then you might have to start having other conversations, which would not be fun.
Agreed. We're not going to speak that into existence. But so any other thoughts from this game? I thought we played harder, and that's what I cared about.
I won.
What?
It's the Lexington kid. He needs to shoot more. Jasper Johnson. I feel like we need to start drawing up plays for him, because when that kid gets a little bit of space, it's going in. The problem with him, though, in big games is the physicality aspect of it all and the speed and all that against the good teams. But I think if you draw up plays for him and set up some good plays, I think he can make shots in big games too. It's just like run him off screen, set him up in the Kobe Bryant situations that he was in last year. Jasper doesn't need but half a second to get his shot off. He has the quickest release ever. Yeah. So I think just getting him open and getting him more looks helps this offense, because then if we can spread this offense out, you got guys that can attack the rim.
Yeah. My opinion on Jasper, really didn't change much. He played great, career high, awesome to see. Had 22 points in this game, an efficient 22 on 6 of 10 shooting.
Yeah.
But once again, he's been terrible in our big games. When he plays well in a big game, I'm willing to change my mentality on him. But I agree with you. We haven't set him up to do well in a big game. All you're saying is give him opportunities
when he's in the game.
Yeah. So I'd love to see us give Jasper opportunities to play well in a big game, and I don't think we've done that to this point. But until that happens, my opinion on him, not that I just think that he needs more time to develop.
Defense is an issue there too.
Yeah, of course. But so I thought that the things that we wanted to see was our team play with more effort. I thought they did in this game.
Yeah. And I loved Otega's comments after the game. Everyone asking about the team chemistry, and he's like, that's crazy. We're together. And everyone's like, some people are like, oh, they're just faking it, blah, blah, blah. Well, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to say we hate each other? Let them try to figure it out. I would much rather have them in the post game throwing towels over each other's head than not even be there.
Yeah, exactly. So, those are the takeaways from this ball game. We got a big one coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, if we have to win, it's not even a must win. It is a must win. It is not. Yeah, you have to win this basketball game. Have to. It's at home. I bet the crowd's gonna get to 7:30. Have to win this basketball game. You just have no other options.
Yeah.
So, You got
Lamar
any other
Wilkerson
thoughts on this one? Yeah, we'll talk about him. Probably on Friday. We'll do our pregame for that ball game.
I got a lot of IU buddies too. It's a conflict of interest here.
Yeah, we'll do a little Friday preview for that one, and that'll be a fun game. And then on Sunday we'll put something out, hopefully talking about a win. But I think that's all I got. Carson, you got anything else?
That's all I got. Hope everyone has a great rest of their Wednesday. What's our schedule like for the rest of this week? What are we planning on?
For what? The show?
Pod.
I just said that. Where were you?
In my own world. Remember, it's Wednesday. You don't have to know what you're doing on Wednesday.
I literally, I just got done saying on Friday we'll preview the game, and on Sunday we'll hopefully talk about a win.
And sometimes it goes in one ear, out the other. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I mean, that was like when Connor came up and was like, Trent Noah's not going to be out there.
Oh,
We're
yeah,
like, Connor, we just said he's going to play.
Yeah.
That is exactly. Yeah, that was funny. So that's the plan for the rest of the week. Hit that subscribe button for us, folks. If you haven't, we'd really appreciate that. Would mean the world to us. Tell a friend. That would be awesome too. Have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you on Friday to preview that Indiana game right here on the Wildcats Today podcast.